As a foreman, it's not a typical work day. I work anything from the rails, which is the loading and unloading of containers off of the rail cargo. For rail cargo, I can be responsible for ship. And on a ship, I've got anything from 30 people that I might be responsible for up to about 80 people that you can be responsible for. And that's because we have such things as top handlers, we have the signal people, we have swing people who are taking containers, that take the containers and they take the cones off of them. We're lashing. So our days vary. You know, there's some days that I'm even responsible for yard work, which is delivering containers to outside truckers and making sure that we keep up with all the goods that are in the yard. So there is no typical day for me. And that's what I love about the waterfront. There's nothing that you can ever say that you're going to be bored with, because it will vary so much. And in an 8-hour shift, so many different things can happen. So I'm not in a typical situation. You know, from sunshine to the rain, we're out there every day making sure that we keep those containers moving, keep cargo going so that we feed the world.
Okay. So a typical work day for us depends if you're steady or in the hall. As of the present moment, I'm in the hall, which usually our dispatch is 5:30 in the morning, so we're getting up at 4:15. It's a long day. We go to the dispatch, we get our job at the hall, and it could be anywhere in the LA or Long Beach Harbor, so you really don't know. Once you get dispatched, usually it's before 6 o'clock, you get to your job at 7, you report to your chief, you start working. Working in the hall is kind of a blessing because you're working with different people at different terminals. And in terms of everyday life, there are long days. As a working mom, it's difficult when your kids are young because you're getting up so early and you come home late, but it's a blessing because I put myself through college, I'm putting my 2 sons through college, we've traveled all over the world, we've been able to drive property, help extended families, and I couldn't imagine a life without working in the ILWU as part of the union.
So here we are at our brand new Local 13 dispatch hall. I'm currently a day dispatcher, and my duties of the day would be to dispatch the jobs to my fellow longshoremen. I come in the morning at 6 in the morning, and we start writing boards, getting the work ready. We come out, we dispatch the jobs to the men and women. There's typically 1,000 people on the morning shift and 1,000 people on the night shift that come in through the hall. We give them their job ducket. They go on to go to the different companies. After we dispatch, then we are responsible for taking the orders for that evening and the next day and making sure that those orders are correct with the company. So we do a couple of double checks to make sure, and then we go and do another dispatch in the evening.